Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys, it looks like you know what today means. That means that we have another round of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which I always love because, well, you guys know it's a good time with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I did a video earlier on the mid-season trailer, and it was phenomenal. So, since we're talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and just absolute shit shows, I thought let's talk about what's going on with Teddi Mellencamp and Karen Huger. Right? It's like the gift that just keeps on freaking giving. Smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. I'm not trying to, it's not funny. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And let's jump right in. Starting here. Okay. Here we go. Thank you to realityt.com. Teddi Mellencamp dating again. What? So Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum Teddi Mellencamp is back in the saddle and dating again. The podcaster was with her husband, Edwin. I just noticed what they did there. The podcaster was with her husband. Like, I like how she's not a real housewife. Shady. But to be fair, this was done to me this whole season on Salt Lake City. And also, I think Teddi called me a blogger, which I've never written a blog in my life, you guys. Never. It's the dumbest thing. It's just silly. Anyways, they were together for 13 years before filing for divorce, and a lot has changed in the dating world after a decade. How does one even begin? Well, Teddi didn't waste any time. She jumped straight into the dating pool. She got on an app and even heard from a mysterious man from her past. Teddi apparently has had a lot going on as of late. Yeah, well, not too much because she's not too busy, clearly. That's why she's attacking other people. She recently shared her experience regarding having a panic attack with her followers, going through a divorce, and being in the public eye. Can't be an easy thing to go through. I mean, you know what happens is, and this isn't an attack. Again, it's not. And I know some people are going to be like, well, if you have to say it's not an attack, then it's probably an attack. What happens is when you treat people really, really poorly and you talk about them and you air out everybody's dirty laundry and you critique them, you criticize them, you go in on them, and then you find yourself in a position where it's incredibly questionable and this, that, what happened. People just don't have a lot of sympathy for you. They don't. That's the truth. But still, Teddi is putting herself out there, and she spilled all of the dating tea to her co-host, Erica Jane, on the January 24th episode of their Diamonds in the Rough podcast. She said, it sounds crazy, but I've gone on a couple of dates, yes. And then the dating app drama began. She said, so I signed up for the dating app Hinge, and I was like, this is a freaking joke. Why are only like 28-year-olds reaching out to me? Like, why? And then I realized it's because I had my age down too low. Well, Teddi also dished that the app did bring about a blast from her past. And she said there was somebody who messaged me and just complimented one of my photos. And then the other day I just messaged and I was like, by any chance, did I meet you in 1999? Are you friends with the following people? And he's like, yes, Teddi, I was wondering if you were going to remember. Okay. Now, if that one doesn't work, Teddi knows what she wants and does not want for a date. She said, no mandel wearing, no loud chewing, 9-to-5ers need apply. I mean, I'm not really into a 9-to-5er. I would say I want somebody that's their own boss who can come and go and there's a little bit of freedom in their life. Yeah. Also check off of that list, probably not somebody who's married. Makes sense. Well, we're sending all of the positive vibes to Teddi's dating life. Didn't take long. Now, moving on. Real Housewives of Potomac, Karen Huger. Yeah. Jesus, this one just keeps getting worse. Now, fans of the Real Housewives of Potomac know that the last several weeks have been pretty eventful for Karen and not in a positive way. Not only was she found guilty of driving while under the influence, but she missed the recently filmed reunion. And now the news surfaced that she has fired her attorney and she requested that her sentencing be pushed back. So, for the sake of context, Karen was involved in a car accident in March of 2024 where she was arrested for driving under the influence. And at the time, she refused field sobriety testing, which stretched the ordeal for several months. And fast forward to December, and a court found Karen guilty of multiple counts related to the accident, including a DUI charge. And her sentencing was supposed to be in late January. Now, In Touch Weekly is reporting that she has fired her legal representation after being found guilty. That's not all. As mentioned, Karen also requested that the court push back her sentencing, which was supposed to take place on January 29th. So, tomorrow. The additional time would allow her to finish her stint in rehab. And luckily for Karen, the judge agreed to the extension, and she will now be sentenced on February 26th. But notably, the extension request was filed on January 9th, so the court documents read, Ms. Huger is seeking to have the benefit of counsel's 30 years of experience handling cases of this kind in the Maryland courts and in fashioning recommendations that state and the court may find acceptable to address the community's interest in accountability, rehabilitation, supervision, and deterrence. Now, readers should note that the motion was filed by Karen's new legal team, and they told the court that they had last spoken to her as she was entering into the rehab facility, but said that they could offer no details about her treatment. Okay. What happened with her, the fact that, like, I don't agree with a lot that Robin and Giselle say. This one, though, is a little ridiculous. Let me tell you why. They should have never, ever, ever let her go to court knowing those videos existed. They shouldn't have let her, continue to say, I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. Now, I almost guarantee you what's going to happen is the judge will probably make an example out of her. Pleading not guilty with those ridiculous videos, calling. And I don't know if, to be honest with you, I don't know if her stint in rehab, I know a lot of people will go to rehab so they can avoid jail. I get that. But I think that Giselle and Robin said it was her third or fourth DUI and she's never done jail time. I don't think that she will get off with this, with just rehab. I think that she will do some time. I really do. I mean, sucks, but 3, 4 DUIs, like, girl. The court documents went on saying, the rules of the program severely limit the counsel's ability to communicate with Ms. Huger and prepare for sentencing, and Karen will be returning from that program on January 28th, 2025, the day before the scheduled sentencing. So she got out of rehab today. Her new lawyer also stated that they would need time to learn more about the nature of the case, the procedural history, the evidence that was presented at trial, and the client's personal and professional history. Additional time would allow counsel to provide the court with a meaningful and useful memorandum. They requested an extension until February 14th to allow them to file a memorandum related to her sentencing. And it should also be remembered that Karen's representative previously mentioned, appealing the decision. But it's unclear if that is still on the table. Now, Karen has faced a ton of criticism as many fans question why she chose to take this DUI case to trial instead of even taking a plea deal due to the overwhelming evidence and the damning video footage of her arrest, which is exactly what I just said. You're guilty, girl. You're guilty. The video was everything. Why? Pop off in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious. I love you guys. Smash that like button. Show some love. Oh, and then, of course, by the way, for all of you guys, I am going to be thank you for trying out Blow, the Blow company. We still have our 15% off. If you guys sign up, you give your first name and your email. You can scroll down, you can see the products. But I did want to let you guys know that we are going to be doing a few other fun things coming up. And I said this in a couple other videos. I'll talk about it more this week. I'm giving away a trip to the Dominican Republic. It is a 4-day wellness trip. It's in a big mansion, private chef, everything. Oh, and we're going to make this fun. If you want to win it, we're going to make it fun. So You guys will see. Love you guys.